Hey guys, it's PJ Lee J. Welcome back to another video. And today I have to show you guys something very special. This is my newest jet. As you can see, it is very advanced, very advanced. If you've seen my older video on my oldest motorlog jet, then you could see how that one went fast. This one can go faster than that easily because of the hover drives it uses. It uses two pairs of hover drives, so four hover drives in total. It uses different connectors, and it even has speakers to make really cool sounds. I hate that there's this one thing that always never loads in properly, but it's not that hard to put back into the plane sometimes. See, all I gotta do is put that there, this, and this. So this is, well, I'm not really sure what to call it, but it's very cool. So, let me show you some of the things. So, first, the sound effects are really cool. Like, here's what the gun sounds like. So, for those who don't know, that is the A-10 sound, and this is a missile launching sound for the missiles. As you can see, it's actually pretty realistic. So this plane has a lot of stuff. So first of all, it has these wings that can do this. So pretty cool, really good angle. First, I'm gonna fly normally, then I'm gonna show off the other really cool thing, which I will tell you guys later when it is later. So it can take off while going pretty slow, and what this up here it's telling me what my frames per second are, and the problem is that this plane is, well, really laggy, and it can't fly super fast when it's really laggy. Like the highest I've been able to go on it is over 1,400. I know it can go faster than that. I just can't reach it because the game can't handle either. I don't know if it's the plane or whatever it is, but yeah, the game lags pretty often when I'm flying this. And in fact, it's lagging a lot more right now than usual. Maybe it's just one, I don't know. Yeah, so that was that. I'm trying to think what else. So yeah, it's really cool, and the way that the landing gear works is it's really simple. Landing gear looks like that. Oh yeah, let me go back up here for a second. So you can see the landing gear lets me turn on land. That's not on a lot of my planes. And you can also go backwards. That is definitely not on a lot of my planes. And what I really think is one of the coolest features is this, the VTOL part of this. So this jet has VTOL, and for those who don't know, VTOL stands for vertical takeoff. And what that means is I can completely take off vertically. I mean, I'm basically levitating in the air, and yeah, I'm basically levitating mid-air, going up. Then I can just do this, put this down, put these. Oh, what's fast moving? What's faster? But I hate that it's going so light now that I'm like going in. Because like this plane can go super fast, and it's also really maneuverable too. Like, has great controls. It's I would say it's not laggy, but the game is really the thing that's killing it. Like you can see it's dropping very, like anytime I'm like moving even a little bit, for some reason it's just dropping, and then it just goes up out of nowhere. So yeah, it's a very cool jet. Um, and it's again, it's very complicated. I'll show you all the components of it. And so basically, we'll start from the top and go to the bottom. The top has all the wings. Like you have the fins that help the plane go up and down. You have these fins that on. yeah, these fins that help you turn left to right, and the shape helps it keep it more aerodynamic. These back fins help for stability, and also when they're sideways, they just look really cool. These six jet engines really are just for extra speed, and these right here these are just for show, because as you see, when it goes down, it fuses with them and makes this really cool looking shape. So I mainly just use those for that. So then we go down a layer. This layer has oh wait, I forgot to fully explain also the inside of this. Each layer, or not each layer, the top two layers have hover drives in them. This layer right here has 4 gun components, but it all squashes down. So so that's why you see all the guns through here. And yeah, there is some slabs right here. So now we go on to the second one. If you notice, there are these things that keep it all together, and they help connect things to it. Like if I was just not gonna add anything, then I would just have this top layer. But this layer right here is to help connect the rockets. So speaking of the rockets, well, first you see the rest of the guns right here. Again, they all get smushed down to the same position anyway, but this gun is sandwiched in between 2 hover drives, and on each side are 2 rockets on each side, so 4 rockets in total. And they connect right below the wing, which you can see here. Run. Stop. You see, it all connects right to the wing, right below it, and I don't even have to do anything else like that. So that's that, and that's basically it for the second layer. Third layer has the top of the window for the cockpit. It has a speaker. This one, I'm pretty sure, this one is for the rockets. Um, these 6, well, I'll talk about those in a little. These 6 things help with the VTOL, and yeah, that's basically it. Not much on this one. Then this final layer right here, well, I guess this is not the final one, that's the final one. Well, the second to final one, this is where the seat sits, and I guess you could say it's the bottom half of the cockpit. This right here is the gun sound effect. It is the A10. For those who don't know, and the A10 Warthog, Thunderbolt, whatever you want to call it, it is a very good military plane, and it makes an iconic burp sound when it shoots, and that is the sound I use for the gun because it sounds really cool. So, and then the final layer, which is down here, has, oh yeah, wait, I forgot to mention the what's it called? The landing gear right here. Now this all moves down here to the same level as this, which is why there's 2 landing gear right here. And these 3 propellers help with stability for the VTOL, because with this, it kept flying backwards, or like basically flipping itself upside down like that. So these help it keep up on the back, so now there's an even weight distributed throughout the whole plane, making it able to go up. And again, these are for just for looks. So yeah, this is my plane, and it took me a pretty long time to get, or not to get, to make, because I've never really made a plane like this before, and I used to watch tutorials on stuff like this, but this is the first plane I've ever made like this that is like 100% my idea, and it's really cool to see how much I've improved, because this is a great plane. Like, it has everything you would want in a plane. It has VTOL, rockets, guns. It has really good landing gear. You can go forward and backward and find the ground. It has really great maneuverability. It looks really cool when it's flying, especially even when it's sitting down. It looks really cool. It has sound effects. So yeah, it just has everything you would want in a plane. So that is it for this one. And there's another plane that I made recently that, well, actually no, there's 2 more planes I want to show you guys, and they won't take as long to explain because they don't use motor locking. By the way, for those who don't know, This is what motor locking is. It's when you get a motor like this. So you get a motor like this. You go here, uncheck the power, and then check lock. And when you do this, it combines it. See right over here, it combines it down into one singular block. When you put it together, like in the staircase format that you see right here, it smushes down. They don't all combine into one block like this, but it does smush it down to the same level. And that's how I was able to make all of this. It's different levels, and it's able to smush all of this huge stuff into one thing. Because of course you already saw it. It doesn't look like this when it's flying. It looks like a regular plane. So that's my jet. I call it the subsonic jet because it can go at those speeds, but like it doesn't do it the best. But anyway, this is another one. This is the second one I wanted to show you guys. This is probably one of my favorite planes I've ever made, and that's because it was not even really a plane, really. So this is what I like to think a French military drone would look like. Now, if you don't know, the U.S. uses military drones a lot. We have, I think it's, what is it, the Predator? The Predator drone. You may have heard of stuff like drone strikes and all that stuff. This is a self-destructive drone that has everything you would want. It has guns that fire pretty well. They're not the most powerful I've had, but not bad either. In PvP, there was somebody with a huge boat. The guns themselves were able to rip apart most of the top layer, so pretty good. Just like most of my other ones, they have missiles. They're very accurate, but you also have to aim well with them. So, they're not as spread out, so you're not always gonna hit it, but when you do, it does a lot more damage. And finally, the main thing that makes it so realistically, it would be unmanned because of what this is. I have my keybind set so that B activates the explosions, and you'll see what happens. So, oh yeah, sorry, I forgot to do something, and it makes it look way cooler. So hold on, let me just do this. When you activate that to true, and you get it really going fast, and then you press B, what happens is now if we hit the ground, you see every single thing explodes, and that's the whole point. That same person respawned their battleship later, and then after that, I shot a hole in the bottom with the guns. Then I flew into the hole. And now that I was inside the ship, I blew up, and the whole ship was gone like that. It was really easy. So yeah, not really much to explain. Vertical fin for stability. This one is a little different. It doesn't have different wings that help it go up and down. It uses one huge wing set, but the fins are different. The fins right here, these ones are for up and down, and the ones to turn are on the side. The ones to turn are bigger because it needs to turn better than it needs to go up, because I realized that my jets sometimes turn really slow, which I hate. So yeah. So I have two more jets to show. I forgot which ones they are though. Oh yes, so this is my big bomber. It is so basically I was at first going to make something kind of like a B-52 Stratofortress, but then I ended up kind of adding some things that were kind of like the C-130. So it was like a mix between the two, and unlike most of my other planes, these do not have landing gear that can go in, because I couldn't make it. It was really difficult to make this jet regularly, and yeah. So as you can see, two guns, but that's not the main thing. You want to see the bombs. You press that, and boom. First of all, you see that the bombs dropped. That is on purpose. All of the bombs in the building like that, and that is intentional to make it more realistic when it does end up when I drop it. So as it flying around, right? Steer sometimes some of them do get stuck inside of the plane. That's fine, simple fix. All we have to do is try to get it out. Now, something that can happen is it is activated by 0, and let's say I have this on, look what happens. The whole back can come clean off. So you gotta be really careful of that when if anybody ever made a 1-to-1 recreation of this. You want to be careful with that because that can happen sometimes, whatever your keybinds are. So yeah, not bad, but not the best either. Oh yeah, quick rundown. We'll start from the front and go to the back. The nose of the plane, pretty simple, has the guns attached to it. You have the inside, nothing really in the inside besides this and a few jets to power, obviously. You see, the bomb bay. The bomb bay has all the bombs, the bomb bay doors. We'll go to the wings now. These actually have hyperdrives in them to help it go faster. So it doesn't go too fast because it's huge, but like it would go way slower if it was just rockets. But so going back here, oh yeah, I forgot to talk about landing gear. Just landing gear. This whole part right here has a bunch of rockets in it. They're hidden. I made a little design, like checkered flag design right here on the wing. I kept that same like darker part right here, and this part right here was taken directly from the B-52. Talking about the Stratofortress, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So nothing too. It's not bad, but it ain't the best either. So last thing is I was able to make a new type of like this is highly based on the F4 Phantom, but so the first jet I showed, it was good, but it was hold on, press the wrong buttons. It's B, isn't it? Yeah, it's B. So it was good, but it couldn't go. It wasn't that good when it came to high speeds, right? This can go extremely fast, and it can still control itself very well. You see what I mean? So you see, this is its normal cruising speed about. So then you try to. So you see, very fast. It is very fast, and it controls itself pretty well. Golf is a tiny bit, but this one, as long as it flies mainly good, and it does. It's like the other one with more control, but the other one is still going faster than this. But it's really good. So you got a lot of missiles. You got missiles. You got I showed you the bombs I just dropped. You got the guns, landing gear. Recently on my jets, I've been doing something where there's no way you can get out. Sometimes it can be kind of annoying, but other times it really doesn't even matter. So I'm gonna show you everything with this. 2 bombs, 4 missiles in total. The wings that can go out or in like that. You have a gun, landing gear. These are like the exhaust to the engine. I don't remember what they're called, but you have the fin. You have the quote main power engine, which it isn't, by the way. Most of the time this is just for show, and there's always a hover engine in the middle that makes it go 10 times faster. So yeah, there's not just one engine, because that really wouldn't work in this game, because this game is not realistic whatsoever. So one more thing I wanted to show you guys was a really cool jet I made. It also goes pretty fast, but I forgot which one it was. And the reason why I like it so much is because it has one of the first times I ever tried making an ejector seat on a thing. I think it was this one. Nope, not this one. Let's see here. Come on. Maybe this one? Or is this the one with the... It is this one. It is this one. Okay. So, I remember you have to press W and then for the last one. So then... Yes, okay. Now, it is not a reliable system because it gets jammed a lot. And this, I thought basically this would be like a spy plane. Like this would not be for combat. It has no guns, no nothing. But if it came down to it, it's very maneuverable, and it can outmaneuver a lot of different jets. Like it's very good. Like most of the time, you can outrun a jet, or if you can't outrun it, you can outmaneuver it. Like let's say a jet's chasing you, even if they're both of that means if they're really about to shoot you down, you just deploy the. Oh no, I messed up. I messed up. No wait, I got rid of the parachute on accident. Uh oh, this is not good. Oh, that wasn't supposed to happen. Okay, so but you can see the ejector seat works. It worked the first time right there. Most of the time, it actually kind of breaks, like that. It kind of doesn't fully eject it, but sometimes it's even worse. Where sometimes it'll just get stuck legit just in the plane, which is super annoying when it doesn't. Like there we go. Whew. That time that was a successful one, and I even put a little camera on the plane so you can see what like you can still fly it around as like even after you eject, you eject from the ejector. So very cool plane. I have to say. I don't think there's any more. Okay, so that's it with the planes. But I did make something very cool, and I wanted to show you guys as a really cool. It's really cool. It's one of my biggest builds at 2,157 blocks, and yeah, it makes sense why. This is the arch. It doesn't have to do anything with planes, anything like that. It's simply just it's a really cool monument I made. It has basically like this is supposed to be like a stone statue of an explorer with a golden crown. I was going to try to make the crown look better, but I couldn't really get it down. Actually, probably get it down now because I think I know how to get it right. This is foil, so I'll get foil. I'll just get this. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Not bad. Yeah, actually, yeah, that's what I was trying to do at first. So you see, person with a crown, um, just different things you can. So I made this really good. It has a clock, two clocks right here. They both will tell the same exact time. Um, these are supposed to be like made out of bronze, and after a while they got kind of corroded. That's what I was gonna do at first, but I couldn't really get the same effect. But it's still there. Like that's the main thing it's supposed to be. So it's supposed to be like this thing has been around for a long time. It has no interior anywhere. This door is just for show. But something that I did add, if anybody ever somehow found it, is if you turn your first you need a gravity floor somehow to get up here, and you can move this thing at the very top off of it. Like you can legitimately throw it off of the side, and just yeah. Don't know really why I added that. Like if you look at it out of play mode, you can see that it's actually a little bit above the thing. And if you look really closely after it's completely done loading, see it kind of falls down. That's how you know that it isn't really like bounced the ground. Yeah, it's a huge monument. It took me 3 days to make, but it was worth it because it looks amazing. It uses um it uses a lot of things, but the thing it uses the most is these wing panels. And the reason why is because on corners like this, it gives this really cool effects around it. Like, instead of just it being a regular big block that just wouldn't fit well with it. Like, the whole theme of the build looks so good with it. And, yeah, and I was going to make a temple, but I don't remember what I did with that. I think I deleted it, but I'm gonna go through and see if there's anything else I want to show you guys. I mean, I guess I could show you this. I mean, I'm not really proud of this. This is World War II plane I made. I mean, like it's okay, and that's at best. Like, I'm not even trying to be rude. This plane is like sucks. Like, No, I'm not trying to be rude. I made the plane, but like, it sucks. It's not very realistic. I was trying to make it slower in World War II, but yet it's one of my faster jets. And because I have slow ones, like the French one that I showed you guys earlier, that one goes slower than this, and this is a World War II plane. The landing gear is super short. Like, it's so short. It's almost snub here, and it just has some guns, and yeah, it's again, it's okay at best. And I think it's just and the reason why I think I'm giving it that type of press is just because it's like I've made way better. Wait, have I? I've never done shown this on my channel. So so far from what I know at least, have the tallest building in Playing Crazy. I have not seen a building taller than it fully. So this building is uses something called folding. Basically that's when you use motors. Oh wait, no, yeah, motor twos actually to basically fold your building to fold whatever it is completely if your build maybe is too big for the plot. Like that's what a lot of people do when they are making like huge boats, ships, and stuff like that. I used it to make a huge tower. This tower is I'm not even sure how tall it is. But it's not small, I'll tell you that. It it's absolutely huge can and it's actually kind of cool because like when you're up here, it feels like it's almost the same exact height as this, and that's tall. Like that is very tall. So it's very cool, and I think that may be it. That's it. I want to show for now. That's all I want to show. So thank you guys for watching. Catch you on the next one. Leave a comment. Um, subscribe. I'll catch you all next time. Peace.